Toyad.
Fast, affordable, convenient. Doctor's Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctor's Hospital. Always there for you. Call 949-6066. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice. And the Cayman Islands National Museum. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture.
We ask our listeners and viewers to avoid any statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use indecent language or make any statement that is false or misleading. Call 1-800-534-8255, 949-6990, 949-8037, or WhatsApp us on 925-3261.
Live from Radio Cayman Studio.
This is For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Hear from your government officials, independents, and the opposition on issues that matter to you.
For the Record.
Engage in an open dialogue between residents and lawmakers.
With Orrett Connor.
Informative, impartial, insightful.
This is For the Record.
1-800-534-8255. Your calls, your input. This is For the Record. And now, your host, Orrett Connor.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, O land of soft, fresh breezes and verdant trees. So fair. Today is Wednesday, the 12th day of March 2025, right here in the beautiful Cayman Islands. We do hope and we trust that everyone had a restful, peaceful, enjoyable evening. Those of you who are on our roads, we urge you to please be extremely cautious. Ensure that you observe the rules of the road. Remember, the life you save may just be your own. For those of you who are celebrating a birthday today, or if you've celebrated one over the past few days, we want to wish you a happy birthday or a belated one, whichever is applicable. And to remind you that the For the Record birthday shout-outs brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. You should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. And by Yum. Daily school lunch menus are available to browse on the Yum website. Just visit yumcayman.ky for more information. Very quickly, because we have a very time-sensitive show this morning, and we have some very important information to share with you, so we want to get as much of that across to you as possible. So we're going to quickly look at the birthday shout-outs. So we see belated birthday shout-outs going to Miss Verline from family and friends. Tomorrow we see Miss Marva Reed will be celebrating her birthday, as well as Davina Thompson. Yeah, Davina Thompson and Sanita Bradshaw. Now, Sanita Bradshaw, I believe she is a minister in the Barbados government, I believe, if my memory serves me correct. Also, Miss Paula Scott is wishing her sister, Miss Denise Johnson of Palmdale in Crew Road, a happy 79th birthday. She's wishing her a most fabulous day and is hoping that she will be blessed to enjoy many, many more. Her love always from her sister, Miss Paula Scott. And again, to remind you, those birthday shout-outs brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. You should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. And by Yum. Daily school lunch menus are available to browse on the Yum website. Just visit yumcayman.ky for more information. So, folks, with that, I have two very important guests in the studio this morning, talking about another government initiative. This one coming from the Department of Workforce Opportunities and Residence Cayman. Did I say that right? Yeah.
It's a mouthful.
And in the studio with us, we're happy to have Miss Denise Myers, who's a program coordinator at WORC, and Miss Allison Anglin, who is also a program coordinator. Ladies, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Thanks
Morning.
for having
Thank
us.
you for having us.
Okay, so we see that starting next week, Monday, you're going to have a very busy schedule as far as the 2025 district days are concerned. I'm going to hand the mic over to both of you to talk about it, tell us about it, and maybe we can start by speaking about what your particular unit does, what it consists of, your staffing, and, your daily routine.
Sure. All right. Thank you for that so much, Mr. OC. So we're a part of the National Training and Development Unit. A lot of people associate WORC mostly with immigration, but it's a lot broader than that. And our mission is to support Caymanians in their quest for employment and training and upskilling. So people know the compliance unit, immigration, and we are that unit that deals with Caymanians who want to access training. And our sister unit is the employment services unit, who connects Caymanians to actual employment opportunities. So we have lots of training programs that we sponsor, and then we also have a strong outreach arm that Ms. Denise is responsible for to connect community partners and help a lot of those individuals who have barriers to maybe accessing employment and training.
Okay, Ms. Denise?
Right, so coming up is our district days, and for those of us who are not too familiar with what the district days are, it's a platform for community engagement. So we actually go into the various districts, and we're with us this year. We have invited a few companies to come along with us, and we encourage persons to come out to the district days because it's also where you get the opportunity to register. So we're actually going into the districts, making it easier for those who perhaps are having a bit of difficulty coming to Mary Street to be registered, or difficulty online. So we are there with you in the district, and once you register with us at WORC, it enables you to see the job portal in terms of what jobs are available and also what trainings are coming up, all those opportunities. With us this year on the district days, we have Massive that will be with us. We have the National Roads Authority, we have Health Services Authority, Public Works Department, Cayman Airways, Corporate Electric, and Superior Auto. They will be with us this year. I also must make reference to the Department of Children and Family Services. They will also be accompanying us in 2 other districts this year. And so we want persons to come out. What is the intent behind this? It's to assist persons in terms of career pathways. You know that under all these companies that we have mentioned, HSA and Corporate Electric, etc., there are other careers that fall under these umbrellas. So we have like human resource, we have accounting. Persons never really think about that. They just think, okay, HSA is all about just health, but there are way more other careers. And so we want persons to come out to talk to these individuals who are experts within the field, within these companies, and can share with you the careers, the career opportunities that are there, as well as how do I access these? What do I need to do as training? Who do I become a flight attendant? Can you guide me and show me? So we want you to come and to just talk and to engage with those of us that are there. Find out more about WORC. What is it that we do, and perhaps just how we can assist you. And as my colleague said, Allison, is that we're not just about immigration purposes, but we're also there for the complete person, how to ensure that persons are able to find fulfillment and they're able to gain access to the world of work, make themselves more marketable.
And how has your experience in the past, in terms of the district days that you've had, how has that helped to shape, what you have planned for this this time around?
Yeah. Well, I think last year, So normally when we would do the district days, it was predominantly WORC going out by ourselves. So the turnout was decent. Let's be honest, it was decent. But last year, Ms. Denise had the fantastic idea to incorporate the uniform services with us. So we had our CIPS, cadet, Coast Guard, regiment. So we had quite a bit of representation across that area. And we realized that was quite popular with the community. They wanted to see a variety of opportunities. So again, this year it's branching out now and saying, let's look at a different segment and broaden what we have to offer for people. So we're hoping to repeat the kind of turnout that we got last year with people not just registering for with WORC, but also engaging with those organizations and finding out more about the career pathways to getting into those types of industries.
And the ability to be able to get onto the jobs Cayman portal, that is extremely important. And you said that if they register with you, then they acquire that ability to be able to access.
Right.
So you can actually go on work.ky and you can view the jobs. So you can see the jobs. You can see thousands of jobs. But in order to apply for those jobs, you must register with work. And then if you are a Caymanian and you might not know exactly what you want to do, you can opt into what's known as the Job Seeker Assist Program, and that will connect you with an employment services officer who can have that kind of career and guidance discussion with you and figure out, do we need a training program before you go into employment, or can you go straight into employment because you are well versed in whatever field that looks like. So registering is really key to accessing those additional support services. But you can go on the website and view a job any day of the week.
And at these district days, they can actually register.
Absolutely.
Can we talk about what they need to, what they need to have when they come to be registered?
They need to have a valid picture identification ID, proof of immigration status. It could be a voter's ID, some confirmation of Caymanian status, etc. And they need to bring with them their resume. With your resume, and you choose to speak with any one of these companies or even us at work, we can help you in terms of, okay, you're not too sure based on what you have included in your resume, your experiences, the training experiences that you may have had. We can help to kind of discuss with you your strengths, weaknesses, and perhaps what may be a good fit, and just have that discussion, just further hear somebody else's views, thoughts about it. In addition to what Allison just mentioned with the employment service unit, I'd like for persons to know that some of us may be a little hesitant in terms of resume writing. I am not too sure how to do that. And once you sign up for job seekers, in signing up for registering with work, automatically an officer is assigned to you, and that person, if you indicate, I need help putting my resume together, I'm not too sure what to do, that officer will assist you in putting this together. They will also assist you in terms of how to sharpen my interview skills, So work, we definitely are there for individuals and want to see persons strive and go places and make themselves marketable. So when you come out on a district day, you have all of this at your fingertips. Like we said, we are now coming to you, giving you that opportunity. So we would like for each person to make the best use of this.
Okay, at this point, we're going to take our first commercial break. Folks, please stay tuned. Talk Today will be back. For the record, I do, these two shows, so I get them all confused. When I'm on Talk Today, I say For the Record. When I'm on For the Record, I say Talk Today. For the Record will be back shortly. It is our pleasure to have in the studio with us Miss Denise Myers and Miss Allison Anglin. They are both program coordinators at WORC. Please stay tuned. For the Record will be back shortly.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
Alexander Selvin Eden, 1888 through 1985. Alexander Selvin Eden was a dedicated family man. He and his wife, Sarah Leonie Nee West, had 7 children, and their father made sure that they had the best education available. He loved to work the land and also raised livestock, providing steady employment for others. As a young man, he worked overseas on the construction of the Florida East Coast Railway, returning home after World War I. His major contribution was filling the void in transportation of goods and passengers between Georgetown and Bordentown, which he did with a horse-drawn carriage for 35 years in all kinds of conditions. The government called upon him for many duties in his district, including police service, tax collection, operation of the cattle dip to control ticks, service as foreman of roadworks, and as pound keeper, keeping stray cattle until their owners reclaimed them, and the maintenance of telephone lines. He also served as a member of the Assembly of Justices and Vestry.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Easter vacation is just around the corner, and Cayman Airways has added multiple extra flights to some of your favorite destinations, some of mine too. Look here, they got seats available now for booking on extra Easter flights between Grand Cayman and Kingston, La Ceiba, Miami, Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and you can even catch a non-stop flight to Montego Bay for Easter. Check it out. You can visit CaymanAirways.com, contact a local travel agent, or call Cayman Airways Reservations on 949-2311. And don't wait too long though, because these extra Easter seats always sell fast. Be sure to add your Sir Turtle Rewards number to your booking so you can earn more miles for more free trips this year. Well, I know where I'm going. I'll see you on board a uniquely Caymanian airline for Easter.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Can you imagine your home completely organized? At Brand Source Custom Closets, we can. We specialize in designing and building custom closets and storage units for any room in your home, including the garage, with tailored designs and custom LED lighting solutions to fit your lifestyle and budget. Our custom closets expert is committed to enhancing the value of your home with a solution that is uniquely yours. Visit our showroom or call 623-6774 to schedule a no-obligation appointment with our design expert. Brand Source Custom Closets, 209 Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park.
What's that? No sugar, same amazing taste? Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is here to stay. Classic taste, pure satisfaction. Be sure to stop into any Tortuga location and get your own case of Coke Zero. Or grab an ice cold one straight from the cooler. Brought to you by Tortuga Distributors Limited. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling, Cayman.
Hey Cayman parents, we get it. You're underslept, over-trafficked, you can barely find your sanity in the morning because you're still trying to find your kids' shoes and lunch boxes. Let Yum take some of the stress away. Every day, over 3,000 students enjoy delicious, nutritious meals from Yum. Over 5 million lunches served and counting. Private school parents, browse the Yum Cayman app and order up to a month in advance or last minute by 12 a.m. the night before. Government school students, just drop by the Yum canteen. No pre-orders needed. Yum can't help you find your sanity, but we can sure make your mornings just a bit easier. Check out daily menus at myschoolpos.com or visit yumcayman.ky to learn more.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record on this short segment this morning, only half an hour long, and of course we have our commercial breaks as well, but it is my pleasure to have in the studio with me Miss Denise Myers, who's a program coordinator at WORC, as well as Miss Allison Anglin. She's also a coordinator. We're here talking about the WORC district days, which is used as a platform for community engagement with the primary objectives of registering Caymanian job seekers to provide them with access to WORC's employment support services, as well as disseminating critical information regarding employment and training opportunities available within the community. During the course of our discussion, ladies, if you could address this question that one of our listeners has posed. The person says, please ask your guest, do you have data stating how many young persons were hired directly as a result of the district day held at the Georgetown Hall last year as well?
Okay. Thank you for the question, listener. So we use the district days more as an opportunity for education and awareness, and to connect people, yes, with prospective employers, and to showcase the job portal with all of the jobs. I can definitely say that people were registered and have accessed training as a response to the district days. We got quite a bit of people who submitted applications for training programs, because through the discussions at the district days, they realized that they needed some form of program before they could go into employment. So quite a bit of people accessed our Ready to Work program, for example. But in terms of how many people were hired as a direct result, we honestly, we wouldn't be too sure, because those people would have made contact directly with the companies and would not have had to go through a referral process with WORC.
Excellent, excellent. And I think before the show ends, you want to give a birthday shout out.
Yes.
Right? I mean, we won't charge a commercial fees for that.
Yes, so our internal training and development manager, Miss Andrea Bothwell, her birthday is today. So shout out to Andrea. Happy birthday. Hope you enjoy your day.
Great.
Yeah. And just before we go, you would like to share the dates.
Yes. We still have about 5 minutes left. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So we have on the 17th of March, we are in Boddentown, and this will be at the Webster Memorial United Church Hall. And we're open to the public from 9 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. March 19th, we're in West Bay at the John Gray Memorial Church Hall. 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. March 21st, we are in Georgetown at the Constitution Hall, and again, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And March 25th, we are in Northside, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then we go to East End, which is at 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. So please come on out. Whatever obstacles that there might be, you might be thinking, oh boy, I'm not sure, I'm uncertain. Give it a try. We're encouraging you to come and just to have a conversation with us and to see, what best suits you and how we may assist you. DCFS will be there with us, and, I know for some persons there are certain barriers that they may encounter. Have a discussion with them, how to, at least get some assistance. It might be childcare, it might be issues with an elderly and I'm unable to come out. So, they'll be on hand that you can speak with them. Just to also highlight that not all of these companies that we have highlighted this morning will be in every district.
Okay.
So you can call us at 945-9672 and find out which company will be in which district, just in case you have an interest in that particular company and you can just come to that particular district. And again, for those of you who did not hear before, the companies that will be with us, National Roads Authority, Health Services Authority, Public Works Department, Cayman Airways, Corporate Electric, Massive Equipment Rental and Sales Limited, and Superior Auto. And just let our listeners know that we partner with different companies. We partner with different learning institutions, for example, Inspire Cayman. That's one of the companies that we partner with for persons who are interested in training. We offer scholarships. There's a Cayman
Career Academy.
Right. Again, that's another institution that we partner with. So we're inviting persons to just come and have that conversation and to find out, where you might fit in or where do you think you need some help.
Okay, we have another question here. This person says, is it possible to partner with the Department of Tourism to host evening training in services like bartender, front desk, reservations, etc.? Many working people want to enter tourism full or part-time.
Fantastic question. And we have definitely done some of those initiatives before. I think we have been getting more questions as well about evening courses. Because we cater not just to unemployed Caymanians, but underemployed as well as employed Caymanians. Okay. Because we recognize people want to upskill, they want to better themselves. So we have started offering some evening courses with Inspire Cayman, but those are not specific to tourism. But these are fantastic suggestions to hear from people, because then we know that there is value in offering them, and when we offer them, people will come out to sign up. So fantastic suggestion. Thank you to the listener, and it's definitely something we'll put down and look at for probably later in the year or even early next year, just to sort out logistics behind the evening courses.
Okay, time goes by so quickly when you're having fun, but I want to give both of you an opportunity for some closing comments and reminders as well.
Thank you so much for having us this morning. We really encourage the public to take advantage of the Caymanians, to take advantage of the district days. We're making an effort to come into the districts to meet you where you're at. So we're asking us, meet us 50% of the way. Utilize this opportunity to put your best foot forward. Think of this almost as a mini interview with some of these companies, because a lot of them say attitude over aptitude. If you come with the right attitude and the willingness to work, we can train you. So utilize this opportunity to form those types of connections, to get registered with WORC, to access employment services, to access training, and just try to, if you're looking for some kind of change, I think this is the perfect time for that.
Okay, Miss Denise?
For those persons who are listening, I'm encouraging us to share with others who may not have heard. Go back to your districts or just call your friends, family members, and to just let them know that we're coming into the districts. And we are here to guide, to offer some, career advice, and anything at all, that you may be uncertain of, how to make yourself more marketable, please come on out. And please do not hesitate. Please do not feel, boy, I'm uncertain. I don't want to go and, make a fool of myself. No. We welcome everyone. All Caymanians just come out and just have a conversation, and you never can tell what connection you may have formed.
An opportunity to network.
Absolutely. And where that takes you. We have had some good stories, of persons who have benefited, and you might just be one of those individuals.
Okay. I want to thank both of you ladies for being on the show this morning. Thank your colleagues and your department for all the good work that you do as well. Sometimes it can be a thankless job, but people have to realize that you can only work with the tools that you are given, and that is in relation to legislation. So, you're limited in terms of what you can do. Folks, we've reached the top of the hour of the 8 o'clock news. When we return, we will have a paid segment. We will have we will have candidates representing the Cayman Islands National Party in the studio with us in the form of Mr. Dan Scott and Mr. Haymond Rankin. So don't change that dial. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back immediately after the 8 o'clock news.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. And studio time now is 8:01, brought to you with the kind compliments of Foster's.
When you're on the go, the experienced team at Foster's Pharmacy are here to help. Drop off your prescription while you shop or WhatsApp us and we'll prepare it, ready for your arrival.
Whether you need prescription or over-the-counter medications, blood glucose testing, or advice on vitamins and supplements, we're here early in the morning to late at night. Both of our locations at our Camana Bay and airport stores are open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Saturday.
For more info, visit fosters.ky/pharmacy. Foster's Pharmacy. Better health because we care.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm April Cummings. Fabian O'Connor Jr. has been acquitted of recklessly endangering his father, Senior Traffic Officer Fabian O'Connor Sr. A jury reached the not guilty verdict after just over an hour of deliberation. The case centered on an incident last August at the Seafarers Way and Fort Street Junction. Prosecutors alleged O'Connor Jr. drove his vehicle toward his father, who was managing traffic. O'Connor Jr. denied the claims, stating that his father was not on duty or in the roadway. Justice Cheryl Richards reminded the jury to focus on the evidence and burden of proof. Following the not guilty verdict, O'Connor Jr. was freed from all charges and bail conditions. Education officials are urging parents to apply early to secure placement in government schools. The Department of Education Services says applications are being accepted online now through June 30th for the 2025-2026 academic year. Priority is given to Caymanian children. Details on program offerings and the online application processes are available at schools.edu.ky. If you need help, you can email edu.registration@gov.ky. A diverse array of performances showcase the talents of the island's young people at the National Children's Festival of the Arts' secondary final concert. Ariana from St. Ignatius says it was a great experience.
I felt like it was such a great honor, since it was this place was just for exclusives only, and since everyone got gold, I feel like everybody did amazing in their own way, and I just feel like the whole school, all of our schools feel really, really honored.
Addison, meantime, appreciated the diversity of the lineup.
It means a lot because it just shows that as a Caymanian culture and as an island, we all have different talents that we can showcase, and I really feel honored that I can
be someone to be showcased in front of everyone.
The event highlighted gold and silver award-winning performances by secondary students from public schools, homeschools, and private institutions, showcasing their talents in song, dance, drama, speech, and instrumentation. With concerns about road safety on the rise, the Cayman Motoring Federation, the CMF, is launching the FIA SDC XCMF Smart Driving Challenge. The Federation says the challenge is powered by innovative technology that scores drivers on their driving attitude in real time. Participants download the free Smart Driving Challenge app, sign up with an invitation code, and then join the challenge. It runs from March 17th to April 17th, and there are prizes. For more information and to receive the invitation code, email info@caymanmotoringfederation.org. That is your local news at this hour. I'm April Cummings. Now to the BBC for stories making headlines around the world.
BBC News with Roisin Hasty. 190 train passengers in Pakistan are said to have been freed after being taken hostage by gunmen in the southwest. The Jaffa Express was carrying more than 400 people when armed men blew up the tracks and opened fire near a mountain tunnel in Baluchistan province. Russia says it will wait to be briefed by American officials before commenting on a US proposal for a 30-day ceasefire, which has been backed by Ukraine. It's understood to include a truce along front lines as well as in the air and at sea. Meanwhile, the Kremlin says its forces are continuing to recapture parts of Russia's southwestern Kursk region from Ukrainian troops, who seized territory there last August. The European Union has retaliated against 25% tariffs the United States imposed on all steel and aluminium imports. Brussels will impose counter tariffs on more than $28 billion worth of US goods from next month. The opposition Democratic Party in Greenland has won the general election with almost 30% of the vote. The centre-right party, which favours slowly gaining independence, more than tripled its result from the 2021 election. A hotel siege in central Somalia has ended nearly 24 hours after al-Shabaab fighters stormed the building. The local mayor said security forces killed all the attackers. The Angolan president has announced plans to mediate talks between the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Rwandan-backed M23 rebels who've seized territory in the country's east. President João Lourenço says he'll contact M23 to arrange direct negotiations in Luanda. And an Australian man has reached a medical milestone by surviving for 100 days with a titanium heart while waiting for a human donor transplant. He also became the first person to be discharged from hospital while relying on the device.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
Now, more than ever, supporting your immune system is crucial to helping your body fight off illnesses like the common cold, the flu, and COVID-19. At ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road and in Buttontown, we carry all the essential vitamins and minerals to help support your immune system and improve your overall health. Some of our top immunity support picks are vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, and quercetin are the popular 7-in-1 immunity support. Our pharmacists are always on hand to help guide you and answer any questions. Visit ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road or Buttontown. Live happy, live healthy with ValueMed Pharmacy.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the People's Station, your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
Hi, I'm Deputy Governor Franz Manderson, and I'm excited to announce the DG's 5K Challenge is just around the corner. We kick off things in Little Cayman on March 9th, followed by Cayman Brac on March 16th, and the grand finale on Grand Cayman on March 30th. This year, we're supporting the Cayman Islands Girls Brigade, the Cayman Islands Scouts Association, and the 1-to-1 Foundation, each helping to shape our next generation. Join us in making a positive impact. For registration details, find us on Facebook at DG's 5K Challenge.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 80 degrees. Relative humidity is 78%. The barometric pressure, 29.98 inches and rising. The wind is east-southeast at 6 knots. Overnight low was 71 degrees. Synopsis indicate a stationary front over the Cayman Islands is supporting light northeasterly winds and slight to moderate seas, especially along the western coast. Radar images show widely scattered showers over the Cayman area, moving towards the southeast. Now the forecast for today calling for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers in the afternoon, and temperatures today will be in the upper 80s. Winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Swells are likely along the western coast for today and tonight as well. And the forecast is calling for tonight partly cloudy skies with cloudy spells and a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures falling to the low to mid 70s tonight. Your winds will be northeast at 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Today's high tide will occur this morning at 8:49, low tide this afternoon at 3, and a high tide again tonight at 8:59. The sun will set this evening at 6:33 and will rise tomorrow morning at 6:36. And the outlook is calling for light southeasterly winds expected by Thursday afternoon as the pressure gradient becomes slack over the Caribbean. And that's the very latest on your weather report.
Take some advice from your Aunt Angie. Don't lie on your resume. Because if you say you've got trapeze experience, someone might shoot you out of a cannon and expect you to do a gymnast routine while flying through the air at 82 miles an hour. And just because you want to land on your feet doesn't mean you will. But if you're smart, you'll have CG medical insurance, so you get the best coverage for the price.
Get the best coverage for the price. CG Britcay. Good like that. All benefits are subject to policy provisions, including eligibility at the time of service.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Easter vacation is just around the corner, and Cayman Airways has added multiple extra flights to some of your favorite destinations, some of mine too. Look here, they got seats available now for booking on extra Easter flights between Grand Cayman and Kingston, La Ceiba, Miami, Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and you can even catch a non-stop flight to Montego Bay for Easter. Check it out. You can visit CaymanAirways.com, contact a local travel agent, or call Cayman Airways Reservations on 949-2311. And don't wait too long though, because these extra Easter seats always sell fast. Be sure to add your Sir Turtle Rewards number to your booking so you can earn more miles for more free trips this year. Well, I know where I'm going. I'll see you on board a uniquely Caymanian airline for Easter.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
Good morning. Let's check in on traffic. On the West Bay Road, traffic is steady, especially in front of the Ritz. Expect some delays if you're heading to Georgetown. Steady traffic as well on Cool Road heading to Georgetown from the east. And heading east on Cool Road, traffic is moving along moderately. I can see 2 cruise ships in the Sponce area. Shamrock Road, steady but flowing traffic further down. Steady traffic on the Linford Pearson Highway and coming off of Bobby Thompson Way and Agnes Way. Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue flowing moderately. From the West Bay 4-way stop, flowing nicely. Holden Avenue, moderate flow of traffic. Steady but flowing traffic on Northtown Road. Industrial Park area, moderate flow of traffic. Edward Street traffic is flowing at a good pace, and light traffic on Owen Roberts Drive. And that's the very latest on your traffic. Join us again at about 10 minutes past 12. We'll give you another look at traffic. Remember, click it or ticket.
Subway and Oreo has changed the dessert game. Introducing the Oreo Footlong Cookie, a full 12 inches of chocolatey, creamy goodness. It's big, it's bold, and it's here for a limited time. Perfect for sharing or not. We won't judge. Want it fast? Order ahead with the Subway Cayman Islands app for quick pickup and earn loyalty points. Or get it delivered straight to your door with Bento and Let's Eat. Don't wait. Treat yourself today. The Oreo Footlong Cookie is calling your name. Subway. Eat fresh. Snack sweet.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands. Attention Cayman! Transform your kitchen for less with Granite Express, Cayman's big clearance sale. Sale has now been extended till March 18. Get huge discounts on granite and quartz kitchen countertops. Plus, refresh your space with our cabinet respray services for as low as $3,950. If you only want a countertop, prices start at $2,150. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit Granite Express Cayman today or call 922-0424 for a free estimate. That's 922-0424. Granite Express. Quality stone. Unbeatable prices.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Step back in time and discover the rich history of the Cayman Islands at the National Museum. Located on the waterfront in Georgetown, the National Museum is proudly housed in the Old Courts Building, Cayman's oldest standing public building. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And here's the best part, Saturdays are free for residents. Don't forget to visit our museum gift shop. Every purchase helps preserve our artifacts and the historic building we call home. Visit www.museum.ky.
Easter vacation is just around the corner, and Cayman Airways has added multiple extra flights to some of your favorite destinations, some of mine too. Look here, they got seats available now for booking on extra Easter flights between Grand Cayman and Kingston, La Ceiba, Miami, Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and you can even catch a non-stop flight to Montego Bay for Easter. Check it out. You can visit CaymanAirways.com, contact a local travel agent, or call Cayman Airways reservations on 949-2311. And don't wait too long though, because these extra Easter seats always sell fast. Be sure to add your Sir Turtle Rewards number to your booking so you can earn more miles for more free trips this year. Well, I know where I'm going. I'll see you on board our uniquely Caymanian airline for Easter.
Hello, this is Ralston Anglin, inviting you to my campaign launch rally on Saturday, March 15th at 6:30 p.m. at the Cayman Turtle Center's parking lot. Come out and join me for an evening of testimonials, plans for our future, light refreshment, and local entertainment. Remember, on April 30th, Vote number 1, Ralston, Raleigh, Anglin for West Bay North.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. This is a paid segment of For the Record this morning, a political segment. So there are certain rules that we will have in place. It is the candidates' paid time, so they will determine the direction of the conversation. I may have questions to ask. They will decide whether or not we have sufficient time to open up the phone lines and take calls, as well. What I would encourage you to do, though, if you have any questions, please send them to our WhatsApp number, 925-3261. That will give me an opportunity during the conversation or maybe even between commercial breaks to pose those questions to the candidate. So it's my pleasure to have in the studio with me this morning representing the Cayman Islands National Party. We have Ms. Jeeva Richard, sorry. Putting you in West Bay now. We have Ms. Jeeva Richards, who is the Cayman Islands National Party's candidate in the District of East End. We also have Mr. Heyman Rankin, who is the party's candidate for Bordentown West in the upcoming elections. And first of all, let me say to both of you, congratulations on your nomination. And we know that the game has already begun because yesterday we saw the first issue of postal ballots as well. So people will soon be having the opportunity to start voting as well. So I want to say good morning, welcome to For the Record, and give both of you an opportunity for some opening comments as well. We will start with the lady in the house.
Well, good morning, Mr. Connor. I'd like to take the opportunity to say also good morning to the people of East End and, of course, the Greater Cayman Islands. It's really a pleasure for me to be here today to discuss both the Cayman Islands National Party and myself as a candidate in the upcoming elections for East End.
Good morning, Mr. Connor. Good morning to the Cayman Islands. Good morning, Bordentown West. My name is Heyman Rankin, your candidate for Bordentown West. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who showed up to my district meeting on Monday. It was a spectacular event. We had almost 200 people there. It was absolutely amazing to not only listen to more of the concerns that the constituency had, but to also share my vision with everyone. And again, I just want to say thank you all for coming out and showing your support and getting to know me.
Okay, great. And just to let our audience know that we will be joined also by the party leader, Mr. Dan Scott. He will be in the studio with us later on as well. I think we would want to take the opportunity to talk about your background. Tell our listeners and our viewers about yourselves and what motivated you, what drove you to make this bold step in terms of putting yourself up for elections to represent your constituencies.
Yeah, sure. So my background, I'm a lawyer by trade. I qualified in 2018 with an international firm. I really did a lot of work in the virtual asset space. My law firm tasked me with actually writing a memorandum at the time before the Virtual Assets Service Protection Act came out, really trying to understand the regulatory landscape of, what is Bitcoin, where are we going with this? What can we do with this? And I just remember vividly having that opportunity before the law came out, OC, and it was just something that really pulled me in. I got the quote-unquote Bitcoin bug from back in the day. And ever since then, just seeing how I was instrumental in shaping the landscape from 2016 at the time, to where it is now, I think that speaks speaks volume to my ability to really see where we are, where we're going in terms of technology. After I qualified in 2018, I had the question that was burning in my mind. Do I stay in private practice? Do I make all this good old private practice money, or do I do something else? Do I give back to my community? And I chose the latter. I then sought to work with the Ombudsman Office. I went there for about four years, maybe 4.5 years, I think. I started off as a data protection analyst. Again, the tech bug. It was very new at the time. Cayman was trying to pass laws in relation to it. And once it did, I realized, this is a great opportunity for me to be not only an attorney, but one of the first attorneys that worked in the office to help oversee data protection, not only for government, but for private sector as well. I put in 3 years at the Ombudsman Office, and then I was promoted by the current Ombudsman to be the Deputy Ombudsman in complaints. So for my latter part of my time at the Ombudsman Office, I helped lead investigations into government. So you name a government department, we investigated it. It was very instrumental to change policies, to get laws changed as well, to ensure that government was held accountable. And that was just part of it. We also investigated the police. So anytime police officers' conduct was brought into question, again, I led a team of investigators that looked into those things and ensured that justice was served. And that really brought me a lot of job satisfaction, knowing that I was helping the people of these islands where they faced injustices. That was what I did, and to this day I'm very proud of it. But I thought to myself, okay, well, how can I take it a step further? We're only looking at government and being somewhat reactive in terms of something went wrong, let me fix it. Well, I said about a year ago, I'm going to run in this election because I see the issues and I see the problems that need to be fixed. And for a lot of the time, it's, to me at least, it's a lot of common sense things that could have been implemented to avoid a lot of the issues that we were having and the issues that I was seeing. So at that point, I decided to resign and work for a nonprofit organization called Cayman Finance. And at Cayman Finance, again, back into the digital realm, within 2 weeks of starting Cayman Finance, I was traveling overseas representing the jurisdiction in the fintech and virtual asset space, really helping to attract cryptocurrency related businesses to the islands, helping to place local students into internships with those firms, educating the public in relation to cryptocurrency related matters. And that's what I've been doing for the better part of 8 or 9 months now, leading up to the election. And that brings me to, where we are today. Where I'm at right now in my life, I feel that Cayman is really at a crossroads, and that crossroads is not any normal crossroads. It's a crossroads of, do we go down a path where we cannot return? Do we go down a path where we're going to completely lose this country? Or do we just stand still? And I can't stand still. And I don't want us to go down a path where we're going to lose this country. So I felt it was appropriate at this time to step up and try and enact change from a much higher level that could impact everyone in a positive way. So that's a little bit of my background and where I'm at right now.
Excellent. And speaking of those crossroads, there can be a lot of traffic in those crossroads.
Oh, yes, you tell me.
And you got to have someone directing that traffic.
We're from the east, right? We wake up 4 o'clock every morning.
Absolutely.
The people from the east, we know it best, believe you me.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we return, we're going to hear from Ms. Jeeva, about her background and her motivation as well. Folks, don't change that dial. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We have two candidates in the studio representing the Cayman Islands National Party in the upcoming general elections taking place on the 30th of April of this year. We heard earlier from Mr. Heyman Rankin about his background and the motivation behind him deciding to be a candidate and joining the Cayman Islands National Party. We're going to now hear from Ms. Jeeva Richards. Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. My apologies for putting you in the district of giving you a Westminster name.
Well, I appreciate that. But, thank you once again for having us on this morning. For me, it has been a long journey. And I think one of the things that I'll take an opportunity to say for the Cayman Islands public and understanding is that the Cayman Islands National Party has a diverse group of people. Mm-hmm. We sought to select people from across multiple areas, multiple industries, multiple disciplines. So for me, I come from a background in business, and in particular, I've spent the last 25 years at CUC, and I've grown through the ranks at CUC. Started off and worked my way up, leaving as the manager of customer services. So for me, I've spent a lot of years in service, albeit in a different capacity, and as a mother. As a sister, as a aunt, I'm intimately familiar with a lot of the issues that are facing our country. Heyman, said earlier that we're at a crossroads, and this is more true now than ever before. My background, as I said, is in business. My degree is in business management.
Okay.
I have a minor in economics, and I've started my master's in human resources because I understand that for business, just like the Cayman Islands, our biggest asset is our people. And the motivation for me is truly trying to address some of the issues that we have that have been growing in the country for decades, that have been unresolved, so to speak. And again, as I said, I can speak from a personal perspective. People that I've seen, people that I've spoken to, my own family members who have experienced some of the difficulties of living in Cayman. Everything from not being able to afford groceries, not being able to afford homes, or even consider leaving home because of the rising cost of housing in our country. And it goes beyond that. I've experienced where we've had young people coming in seeking jobs and are unable to pass basic tests. And we continually are repeating the cycles without solutions. For my background in terms of politics, for many years, you might have heard that I spent quite a bit of years with Mr. Arden McLean, first as a committee member and then as a chair of his committee for a period of time as well. So, having that background, having been in the background and understanding, what the commitment of a representative, not a member of parliament, but a representative of the people is what I want to be. It was a hard decision for me to make, but one that I felt necessary. I wanted to step up and offer myself my experience, my knowledge, my skills as a part of this party to offer solutions to the country and to move us forward in a more positive direction.
Okay, and we want to say good morning and welcome to Mr. Dan Scott, the leader of the Cayman Islands National Party. Mr. Scott, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. Connor. And first of all, let me apologize. I'm experiencing firsthand, we all are, the traffic challenges. So I do apologize nevertheless. I thought I'd left home with plenty of time to get here. And an hour later, unfortunately, I'm only just getting here.
Wow.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having us on. And to my two fellow candidates, I'm delighted to be here with them.
Okay, and of course, to the Cayman Islands public, you really need no introduction. But I'd like you to talk about your decision to form the Cayman Islands National Party and your decision also. We know that you've always been involved in the community. We know that you've always been involved at a national level as well. You, you were the head of one, a very significant company here prominent company here in the Cayman Islands, as well. Let's talk about yourself, sir.
Thank you, sir. Well, by way of background, I actually, as you rightly said, I joined predecessor, which ultimately became EY, and it was about 40 years ago, and so I refer to myself as a lifer with EY. I retired in June of 23, and so the whole time I spent in a professional services firm in the financial services industry, saw many changes, was involved with the pioneering of many of those changes, but we've seen Cayman grow from strength to strength, and we've been blessed. I was saying to someone just last night, when I graduated from high school back in 1978, we came out with a sense of there was opportunity, there was hope. We knew that the world was at our feet. We were told, work hard, you will do well. And obviously, as you go through your career, there's challenges, and we had to fight in many respects because we were pioneering as young Caymanians. Prior to that, in the accounting industry, we had Mr. Linford Pearson, Mr. Norbod, and others that were the first two. But we came through, we worked hard, and we fought, and we got opportunities. And I think for me, the thing is I ensured I paid it forward. And I was actually quite pleased as EY in our record. And I think you've seen the other accounting firms have leaned in and done a similar thing. And it's been nice to see, because I joke that as I retired back in 23, I was delighted to see that we had 3 young female Caymanians who made partner as well. And there's been other Caymanians making partner, but I thought it was a pretty good trade. Get rid of an old guy and get 3 bright young ladies. But that's the stuff that for me was the Cayman dream, the things we did, and it worked out well. I must tell you my plans, my wife and I, we had plans to travel a lot. I had plans to fish a lot more. And various people started, and this was back in 22, started asking me, Dan, I know you're coming up to retirement. Would you be interested? And I have never had this on a list of things I wanted to do.
Not on your bucket list?
No, not on my bucket list. But there were several people and people who I respected who asked me. One such person was Dr. Macfield, Dr. C. Macfield, and he did tell me one day, and I said to him, sir, tell me why would I want to do this? And he said 2 things. One, you have the ability, and secondly, if you don't, history will judge you. That was something I took away and thought long and hard about, because the truth is we're here today, the 4 of us, because somebody before us leaned in and did it. And throughout my career, I've spent a lot of time in public service, chairing various boards, whether it was many years ago the Housing Development Corporation, in more recent times the Education Council, prior to that the Judicial and Legal Services Committee, and given back the whole time. And also within the firm, I think was continue to pay it forward. And I'm actually honored. The other thing that they did as I retired that year is they've named the scholarship program at EY in my honor, which I was very much honored by. And so from a lifetime and a career of giving back. But then you look around and you look at those who have gone before, our leaders who have made a difference. And as people have asked, then I thought, okay, you know what? We do need to try, and our opportunity is to give back in a more focused manner. As we look around, our country's faced with many, many, many challenges. As I talk to young people, as we talk to young people, jobs. These youngsters are going away, they're getting outstanding degrees. They come back home, no jobs.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting here approaching 40,000 work permits. And including that work permits are jobs for apprentice in plumbing and electrical. I mean, these are jobs that my friends, when we came out, they took that path. Many of them became master electricians or otherwise, and they did very, very well. Raised a family, built a home. Today, Caymanians are not even getting the opportunity. Training programs have been set aside. And it's something I must admit we become baffled by. Cayman has been a wonderful country to so many people.
Mm-hmm,
The people who are getting left behind are Caymanians. And with that was the genesis of saying, well, wait a minute, we can make a difference. We do need to make a difference. And we do not come at it as you would know very well from the standpoint, we're not career politicians. But despite, the comments that have been made that we lack experience, I think I was at our meeting last night with our candidate for West Bay North, Mr. Jordan Rivers, who is really good, and he's a young man, but as we've talked about, we want all of our people at the same table. Whatever age, because we're learning from each other, and as much as we think we're mentoring them, they're mentoring us. But his comment on the question of experience, he said, well, they say we lack experience, we say they lack success. Because if we look back and see, tell me, how are our people doing? What are the plans to change that? What are the plans to change the trajectory? Our vision is simple. You look through the lens and you ask the question, how are we going to benefit our Caymanian citizens?
Yes.
And if we fail to get that there's a positive opportunity there, we will take a different direction.
Okay, I know that there are several topics that you want to discuss this morning as well. The field of education, as well as the National Development Plan and Sustainability, regulatory enforcement and accountability, transportation and infrastructure, immigration reform, lots of things to talk about. So, Ms. Susan, what we're going to do, if you're ready for us to come to you now, we take the commercial break now, so we have a little bit more time on the next segment to get right into these topics. Folks, please stay tuned. My pleasure to have in the studio with me this morning Ms. Jeeva Richards, Mr. Heyman Rankin, and Mr. Dan Scott, representing the Cayman Islands National Party in our upcoming April 30th general elections. Don't change that dial. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
Step back in time and discover the rich history of the Cayman Islands at the National Museum. Located on the waterfront in Georgetown, the National Museum is proudly housed in the Old Courts building, Cayman's oldest standing public building. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And here's the best part, Saturdays are free for residents. Don't forget to visit our museum gift shop. Every purchase helps preserve our artifacts and the historic building we call home. Visit www.museum.ky for more information.
Did you know that you can send money transfers to financial institutions anywhere in Jamaica with JN Money?
You mean I can send money straight to my account and cut out the middleman?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. You send your own money to your own account, giving you peace of mind that the money is in your account.
JN Money Transfers to Financial Institution is another convenient service offered by JN Money. You can have this done from any JN Money location. Deposit your money straight to your account without the hassle of asking someone to do it for you. JN Money Transfers to Financial Institutions, making life easier.
My mom
Mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite band-aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. But don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Your dream home starts with a vision, and often inspiration is at the heart of that vision. Brand Source Home Gallery's in-house designers are here to help bring your vision to life. Whether you're remodeling or building a new home, Brand Source Home Gallery is your one-stop solution. Explore their kitchen cabinets, sinks, faucets, bath fixtures, tubs, vanities, and more. Let Brand Source's designers help and inspire you with your next project. Call 623-5000 and schedule an appointment with a design expert at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, serving Cayman for 50 years.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. My pleasure to have in the studio with me this morning candidates in the upcoming general election representing the Cayman Islands National Party in the form of the party leader, Mr. Dan Scott, Ms. Jeeva Richards, candidate in the District of East End, and Mr. Heyman Rankin, a candidate in the District of Bordentown, the constituency of Bordentown West. As well. I want to say to our listeners, we have had a few WhatsApp questions come in. I have shared those questions with our guests or a panel. I can refer to them as a panel. And during the course of their discussion, they will incorporate their responses in there as well. So I'm going to throw the mic back over to Mr. Scott. One of the topics that we said that you would be discussing has to do with education.
Yes. Well, I think, Mr. Connor, we wanted, at the core of what we do, we operate in an environment that is a knowledge-based economy. Mm-hmm. As Ms. Jeeva rightly said earlier, our most important natural resource are our people.
Absolutely.
100%.
And so when we look around and we consider education and the things that we need to focus on, I wouldn't be sitting here today without having had that foundation of a good education. And I spent my entire school career in the public school system. And frankly, it served me very, very well. Mm-hmm. It made us ready that when we graduated, we knew the world was at our feet. We could go out, we could compete. Unfortunately, that is not the same today. Out of all of the schools that we have, the public schools across the Cayman Island, there are only 4 of them that are scoring good. That is not good enough. Our kids deserve better. They deserve the opportunity that Ms. Jeeva Richards had, that Mr. Heyman Rankin had, that Dan Scott had, that Mr. Connor had. It is simply not good enough, and it has to change. Mm-hmm. Ms. Jeeva?
No, I'm going to agree wholeheartedly with Mr. Scott. This, for me, is an area where we've continually dropped the ball as a country. And I want to reiterate that when Mr. Scott says that only 4 are rated as good, we're talking about a rating by our own education standards. So we're aware that we're not meeting the standards of education that we need to deliver to our children. And it still continues. There's no change. There's no improvements. I was very pleased this morning as I came in. You had a representative from the Department of WORC here. I was very, very pleased to see that they are going out to districts now. They're in terms of employment, and they're visiting the districts and inviting people to come out to participate, to gain those potential opportunities for employment. But as it relates to education, this is great, but it's not enough. What we want is we want to be able to have WORC and the education department or education itself develop a plan, a group link that links jobs to scholarships to opportunities. This is taking it all the way from here's a foundation. We've worked on what the issues are. We're now providing that good foundation. But now we're ensuring that once those persons have received education, they're now aware of what their pathways are to getting good, meaningful jobs, which ultimately reduces our unemployment issues.
Okay. Mr. Heyman?
26%. 26%. 26%. Our schools are failing. 26% of the ones that leave from primary school going to high school should be in a position to know their core subjects and are passing them. But that's not the case, OC. I don't understand for the life of me how is it that we spend millions, tens of millions, sometimes hundreds of millions building schools, but our kids are failing. We have the data. Why aren't we analyzing the data and putting things in place to correct the deficiencies in our system? And it doesn't only start with the core subjects. What about our kids who are just not, in a position that other kids are in?